Thursday night basketball. So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. And it's Ben Carroll in at the small forward position. And for the Pacers, Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. And it's Walker in at the small forward. And Grant, having a lengthy bench, so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation. And they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Turner, a screen on Suggs. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. It's hauled in by the Magic. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc. On target from range.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Turner passes to Halliburton. Turner against Carter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Suggs. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Just 3 to shoot. The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Turner. Suggs has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Halliburton. Here's Siakam. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mathurin against Caldwell Pope. With the teardrop. No luck on that one. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. From 6 feet away. Siakam looking it over. Puts up a 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
There's a screen by Turner. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Ben Carroll the screen. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got his second bucket of the night.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Suggs against Halliburton. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs, getting off the floor with such ease?
Here's Siakam. Still no points. Over Banchero. Siakam, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Now here's Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Suggs. Pass to Turner. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple. Turner's got 6.
Defensively, have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Suggs surveys the D. Tries it from 19. Indiana with a rebound. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Pacers trail by 5. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Halliburton. Up and in on the layup. Halliburton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
And Carroll with a screen on Matherin. The 3. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Orlando ahead. They're up by 6. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Halliburton runs point with Matherin flanking him. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Walker in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Siakam the screen. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by Isaac. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
On defense, Banchero has a lot of good physical attributes, which help him create pressure.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Turner, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Matherin. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic leading by 6. Suggs outside. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Halliburton. Three-pointer Matherin sinks the tray. Matherin's got his second basket of the night.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
And Carroll with a screen on Halliburton. Caldwell Pope against Halliburton. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pacers trail by 3. Up top, Turner. Knocked away. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Magic.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Carter. Back to Caldwell Pope. And he lobs it up to the rim. Walker with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Suggs. Pass to Isaac. Over Siakam. Oh, and there's Jonathan Isaac. Fantastic play. And the Magic lead by 5. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. And it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Back to Matherin. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Walker for 3. The rebound by Carter. Magic leading by 5. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Misses from short range. The Pacers shooting just 35% from the floor. Outside Walker. To the paint. Tipped. Here's Turner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Turner's got 8 points.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Suggs outside. This one for 3. Drills it from deep.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
To the wing on the left. Up top, Turner. He's checked by Carter. Halliburton misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And everything Banchero does is with aggression.
Foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the second period. Halliburton outside. 6 to shoot. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Still Pacers ball.
And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside. Wagner for 3. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now he doesn't panic.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So for Orlando right now, they've got Wagner. Goga Batadze is out there with Wagner. And it's Black in at the point guard position. Pacers trail by 11. Here's Shepard. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Magic leading by 11. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Black. Kicks it out to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Floats one. Basket counts. Wagner's got 5 now.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And here's Shepard for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Shepard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Black. He's guarded by Nembhard. Got a piece of it. Black passes to Wagner. Knocks down the triple. Wagner's got 5 points now this quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
All by himself. Here's Batase. Finished off the break. And the Magic lead by 15.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Or just feeding the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Pacers trail by 15. Nembhard outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Orlando has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Wagner for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Toppin outside with the drive. Got a hand on it. Bryant against Wagner. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Thomas Bryant. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Magic leading by 15. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And they pick up 2. Black's got his first basket.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to... Oh! Wow!
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Wagner, left side. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 15. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Back to Wagner. The rebound by Shepard. Indiana's gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Jackson. Toppin outside. For 3. The shot off that time.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Wagner. There's the steal. Nembhard, right side. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Nimhart's gotten his first basket of the night.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
And the call will be against Andrew Nimhart. That's his first foul. So Indiana ends up going with a new group. Orlando making some changes. Caldwell Pope finds Isaac. Back to Caldwell Pope. Carter, a screen on Walker. And Carroll passes to Carter. And Turner with the block. Here's the three. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Orlando Magic in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We hear teams talk about...
It's time to get
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton runs point with Matherin flanking him. And it's Walker in at the three. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Takes a three. And Matherin gets it to go on the assist from Halliburton.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Right side, Caldwell Pope. The three is up. Matherin with some nice D. Pacers trail by 13. Fires from deep. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Isaac with a screen on Matherin. The three from Suggs. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Suggs. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
He anticipates and jumps. Oh, Suggs took it away easily.
Suggs against Halliburton. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. The finish inside from Halliburton.
Yeah, intelligent shot selection by Halliburton, opting for the floater in that situation.
Here's Suggs. Matherin with some nice D. Pacers trail by 13. Walker for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Carroll against Walker. Back to Isaac. Pass to Carter. And Carroll outside. From deep. Buries it from 3. And the Magic lead by 16.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Turner, a screen on Suggs. Halliburton for 3. The rebound by Carter.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Matherin against Caldwell Pope. Outside Carter. Hey, puts up a 3. And no good. Stolen by Carter. Caldwell Pope finds Carter. Shoots over Halliburton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points again.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Another shot. Orlando with the rebound. Caldwell Pope with it. Halliburton picks him up to the inside. Suggs. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Suggs against Halliburton. Now here's Suggs. Defense right on him. Off target at the rim.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Magic.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Just 4 to shoot. Walker for 3. The rebound by Carter. So it's Orlando now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And Carroll drives.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Siakam outside. Outside Matherin. Pass to Walker. Turner with it. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
From Walker.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Suggs, the pass to Ben Carroll. No problem for Orlando as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never...
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the pistol. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
Finney Smith. Then it's James. Then there's Hayes. And it's Doncic in at point. And for Indiana, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Halliburton, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Don't give Luka any airspace, especially when he's handling the rock, because this guy's always a threat in the pull-up game.
LeBron against Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here is Halliburton. Three-pointer. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career. Tyrese Halliburton, let him hear you.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Finney Smith, guarded by Walker. Finney Smith passes to Hachimura. And the foul on Jarvis Walker. That is his first foul of the game. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Doncic against Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Doncic passes to James. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. The Pacers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And Halliburton slams it in.
Tyrese Halliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
Here's Doncic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limits, see how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Doncic kicks to LeBron, and stolen by Siakam. By himself. The shot comes out. LeBron with some nice D. Doncic against Mathurin. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Doncic against Halliburton. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Driving in.
What you know is Tyrese Halliburton is going to give you a day's work on the defensive end. This guy is so good at contesting without fouling.
Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
and credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Doncic feeling it out. Fires for three. The rebound by Turner. Here's Halliburton. And it's good. Hold on, the officials.
NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers on top. They're up by 2. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Doncic out there with LeBron James. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the center. And the rejection by James.
That size and length and strength, LeBron, a tough one to try to shoot over.
Hachimura kicks to Hayes. Doncic outside. Halliburton with the steal. Goes up. And Halliburton slams it in.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Right wing. Back to LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Halliburton with it. He's picked up by LeBron. There's Walker with the three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league. Yeah, the court awareness that Luka plays with, knows exactly when and where to deliver the pass.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Halliburton finds Walker. Takes it out to Siakam. No good on the three. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a three-point game. James down. What a thing of beauty from James.
You can see it in LeBron's eyes. He will not be denied on that drive.
Halliburton outside. Good on the triple. Halliburton's got 16.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Finney-Smith. It's rebounded by Indiana. And here's Halliburton. 16 points for him. On the wing, Mathurin. Siakam, a screen on LeBron. Takes it out to Siakam. Clock at 6. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
James in the post. Siakam's there. James misses. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. what have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Halliburton.
Now, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you the versatility he has at the offensive end.
James looking it over. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
You call this a groove, folks, offensively. When shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
Out to Turner. Lets the 3 fly. And James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 4. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Hayes throws it down.
LeBron is such a student of the game. This guy knows exactly how to get the defense reacting and hits the open man.
Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's LeBron, and it's sent back by Turner. And he gets it back. And that one's good by LeBron. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Bryant is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Shepard. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Neesmith in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And finished off by Shepard.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Shepard. Leba defending. High arcing shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Shepard. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Bryant kicks to Toppin. Back to Bryant. Rejected by Len.
You see the agility of Alex Len in good position for the spot.
Here's Toppin. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant. Toppin's got the game tied up here for the Pacers. Reeves outside. Pass to Kleba. Reeves with the screen on Toppin. Kleba with the bucket.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Shepard. He's defended by Reeves. Lakers leading by 3. Goodwin passes to Len. Shoots over Bryant. Kleba kicks to Goodwin. And there's the drive. Makes it off the glass. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now Shepard. There's the 3. Len grabs the board. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Reeves. And he lays it straight in. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Shepard the pass to Nembhard. Now Shepard. He's defended by Reeves. Pass to Toppin. And just miss after miss right now. Lakers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Goodwin. Nailed from three-point land. Goodwin's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Shepard. He's defended by Reeves. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Shepard missing.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Kleba against Toppin. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got 7 points in the game.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Goodwin. Nembhard covering. Goodwin feeling it out. Here's Connect. Launches from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the... Here's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Halliburton.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Doncic. Hayes in the post. Turner covering. Hayes, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Walker kicks to Halliburton. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Halliburton has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Siakam against James. Hayes with the screen for James. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers trail by 10. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Halliburton may have a lean frame, but right there it shows you how balanced he is. Fights off the defense on the way up. That's nice.
And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
Luka Doncic, 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pacers trail by 7. Now, here is Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Outside, James. 6 on the shot clock. Over Siakam. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Now the Pacers with it. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Halliburton. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead. Doncic against Halliburton. Doncic powers it home.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
LeBron against Halliburton. And the layup falls. Halliburton has got 13 points in just this quarter.
Oh, a big-time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Here's James. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play.
Third team foul. At the line.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
They set the pick. Here's Doncic. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 15-6 run. Mathurin against Hachimura. Left side Turner. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Doncic. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Turner against LeBron. And he swishes it right through. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Good D by Siakam. And so the Lakers take the win. A solid. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For
Ball on two. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for the Magic, the backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 3. Here's Suggs. There's the drive. Good D by Finney-Smith.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
Doncic against Suggs. Goes up at the elbow. Count it.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about. Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Isaac. He buries it from 3.
Boy, nice rhythm that time. See how Isaac let it fly right off the catch? That shows you confidence in the jumper.
Doncic against Suggs. Tipped away. Pass to Finney-Smith. Six on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Isaac. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
And Doncic, here we go. And Doncic hammers it home.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Now here's Ben Carroll. There's the triple. LeBron with the rebound. Ben Carroll passes to Carter. The 3 from Suggs. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
The 3 from Suggs. Doncic pulls down the board. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Oh, and the jam by James.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Suggs, the pass to Ben Carroll. And Suggs, the bucket on the assist from Ben Carroll. Suggs has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. He spoke about LeBron James' ability to completely control the game. They want to set the pace for themselves and make LeBron and his guys play catch-up. Coach said we have to play our brand of basketball and not worry about who's on the other side. Play our game, set the pace, and we should be all right. Back to you, VA.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The 3 from Ben Carroll gets the 3 to fall.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Ben Carroll has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. James, right side. And stolen by Ben Carroll. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Caldwell Pope for 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Hachimura outside. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Takes it inside. Can't get it to drop. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
It's tipped. And it's the Lakers on the break. And there's James from the arc. The Lakers with another miss. Orlando leading by 6. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Caldwell Pope against Doncic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
That one's no good. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Finney Smith, a screen. And Luka Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 7 points.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And James puts up a deep 3. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic out in front, up 4. And we'll bring you the starter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Rui Hachimura is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Jackson Hayes. And it's James in at the 2.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Here's Finney-Smith. Orlando with a rebound. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Banchero outside. A deep 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Inside, Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. James, a screen on Suggs. And he's going for the look. Oh, wow! Set him up and let LeBron finish.
And, man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
The 3 from Suggs. Nails it from beyond the arc. Suggs has got 9.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
From deep, here's Doncic. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Suggs. 3-pointer, no good. Lakers trail by 5. Pass to James. There, LeBron for 3.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
Now Caldwell Pope. He's got 7. Driving to the basket, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Isaac against James. The 3. The rebound by Carter.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Caldwell Pope against Doncic. Hachimura with a rebound. Lakers trail by 4. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, Doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night. LeBron James refusing to be denied, just muscling through that foul to get the shot off.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category. One of the all-time greats.
Oh, throw it down! Nice!
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court, and when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
It's stolen by Isaac. Suggs, the pass to Isaac. The kick out to Banchero. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Los Angeles ball.
The Lakers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. On the wing, Reeves. All sorts of time. Again, the Lakers score.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here we go. Here's Len. And he makes it on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Looking to win the run. And Wagner with the layup. Wagner's gotten his first points in this one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back after this.
29.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Mo Wagner. He's out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Black in at the one. That's who's out there for Orlando. And the layup is good off the glass. Black's gotten his first bucket of the night. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Wagner for three. Rebounded by Kleba. Los Angeles leading by 3. Shot is good by Goodwin. Goodwin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Pass to Bitadze. Wagner with it. Takes the 3. That shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Let's go with a 3. Another miss by Wagner. And for the Lakers, they're shooting the rock at 58%. Here's Goodwin. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Goodwin's got 6 points. Magic trail by 7. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Going inside.
And the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's in there.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Wagner with it. To the middle. Here's De Silva. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Reeves. There's a screen by Lynn. Outside Reeves. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. Reeves has got 5 points now this quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Hits the trifecta.
Wagner with the right back at your answer on the 3. Pretty impressive right there.
To the inside. Reeves. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD. Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got 7.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Los Angeles leading by 5. A minute 20 left in the third. Here's Goodwin. 6 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Connect. And they'll hang that foul on Maxi Kleber. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Shots good by Black. Black's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited.
Pass to Kleber. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Batase. Magic trail by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Black. Yes, it's good. Black's got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now here's Reeves. He's closely guarded. Here's Connect. Launches a 3. The shot no good. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground.
All right, Magic.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for the Lakers, Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then there's LeBron James. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And Carroll with it. Finney-Smith's there. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Ben Carroll wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Doncic against Suggs. James, a screen on Suggs. Doncic passes to Hachimura. 6 to shoot. Doncic outside. Fires for 3. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. Orlando trailing here. Outside, Caldwell Pope. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who could really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Here's James. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Isaac's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now. James against Isaac. And it's blocked by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Pass to Hachimura. Tipped.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Orlando leading. And Suggs, here we go. The open shot, Isaac. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. Rebound, the Lakers. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside, Finney-Smith. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Isaac. Caldwell Pope against Doncic. And that's good. Contavious Caldwell Pope for 3. And the Magic lead by 3.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
And here's Doncic outside. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. The Magic have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Drops in the 3. And it's a 6-point Magic lead.
Suggs handling his business so far in this one. Really putting the work in on the offensive end.
Doncic passes to James. Launches it. It's rebounded by Banchero.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Hayes with a screen on Isaac. Here's James. Oh, rejected by Isaac. They've got numbers. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero getting it done and tight. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
You gotta respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
James with the ball, now guarded by Suggs. And stolen by Suggs. Driving in, and that one is stuffed right through.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Doncic passes to James. Outside, Finney-Smith. Back to James. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
Hey, every defender wants to deny LeBron, but if you fall for the pump fake, all you'll do is commit a foul.
Both free throws good from James. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Carroll left side. From downtown, LeBron with the rebound. Blocked! And so Orlando takes the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just
Time, but eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
Since the end, let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. And for Orlando, in the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's Banchero in at the small forward position. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce. It really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And Halliburton slams it in.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
Here's Suggs. Out to Carter. Suggs against Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Good on the bucket.
That's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Banchero. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The offensive rebound. Here's Isaac. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Outside Mathurin. Turner with a screen for Mathurin. Out to Turner. The 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Love seeing this. Turner just rising and firing with no hesitation. Have to respect the confidence he's playing with.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And here's Halliburton after Jalen Suggs made that last three-pointer. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Turner, and it's sent back by Turner. They recover it, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. That's going to send Wendell Carter to the line. It's going to be on Siakam, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
Halliburton against Suggs, and stolen by Siakam. Mathurin for 3, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Orlando leading by 3. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, connects from three-point range.
The defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Mathurin. Siakam, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Mathurin. Lays it up and banks it in.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
Here's Suggs. And there's the call by the official. He'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Siakam sets a screen for Mathurin. Isaac with the steal. And in the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
Now, here's Halliburton. 34 seconds left to play in the first. And the shot goes down. Halliburton's got his third bucket of the night.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Caldwell Pope with the screen on Mathurin. Suggs kicks to Isaac. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Isaac. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Bangs home the trifecta. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Here's Halliburton. He has 6. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Blocked again. The shot, no good. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Orlando out. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's Banchero in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And then Carter at the jam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Walker.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Suggs, a three-pointer, no good. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Suggs against Halliburton. Now, here's Suggs. Defense is right there. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Halliburton up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Walker against Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. And Walker kicks to Siakam. Misses the 3. Magic leading by 8. Back to Caldwell Pope. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Suggs passes to Carter. Isaac outside. Here's Banchero. He's got 6. The putback. Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't go for him.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Caldwell Pope with a screen for Suggs. Jacks up a 3, and there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist from Suggs. Caldwell Pope's got 9. Pacers trail by 9. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Here's Halliburton. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hunter on the wing. 3-pointer on the way. The rebound by Halliburton. Pacers trail by 7. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. The Magic making a switch here. 46 seconds left in the first half. Siakam finds Turner. Now here's Halliburton. Driving in. And a missed layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Wagner. Off target from 3-point range. Pacers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Siakam, a screen on Wagner. Halliburton kicks to Turner. That's tipped, and he recovers it. Clock is at 3. Back to Halliburton. Another shot. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Aaron Nesmith. Andrew Nemhard is out there with Shepard. Then it's Bryant. And it's Toppin in a power forward. Pacers trail by 6. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Back to Wagner. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The kick out to Bryant from downtown, and the 3 ball is good. Bryant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And he gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 7.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now Shepard can't cash in from close range.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Pass to Wagner. Gets rebounded by Indiana.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Bryant. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Magic leading by 7. And Wagner drives in and finished off by Wagner.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Nemhard. He's defended by Wagner. Bucket is good. Toppin's got his first basket of the night. Dan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking it in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Here's Shepherd. Rebound by the Magic. And here we go with the Magic fast break. It's good. Wagner's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
They need this. It's deflected. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Shepherd with the ball. Toppin sets a screen for Shepherd. A three-pointer off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Magic out. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's Banchero in at the 3, the small forward. This is out there for Orlando. That one drops for him. And the Magic lead by 16.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Caldwell Pope with the screen on Mathurin. Lets it go from deep. A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Pacers trail by 14. To the inside. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Mathurin against Suggs. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Good on the triple.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage. Grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Turner passes to Halliburton. Out to Turner. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Halliburton with it. Picked up by Suggs. Turner passes to Halliburton. Now, here's Siakam. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot.
And he can answer with the best of them. Siakam stealing the thunder there.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Isaac with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Back to Isaac. Trying his luck from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Magic moving the ball around. Drains the three-pointer. And the Magic lead by 18.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Turner with a screen on Suggs. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Another miss by Siakam.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the basket by Isaac.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And here's Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Suggs. And he's good on the 3-ball. Halliburton's got 19 points.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jalen Suggs.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Isaac outside. Banchero finds Isaac. Walker with the rebound. Pass to Mathurin. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Caldwell Pope outside. Suggs looking around. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Another miss by Orlando. And the Pacers with possession here. They trail by 18. Mathurin kicks it out to Siakam.
Miles Turner, assisted by Pascal Siakam.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate
hard matchup.
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. And it's Walker in at the 3.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Here's Halliburton. And he lays it up and in.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And here's Doncic. The rebound by Turner.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Go up and get it, young man. Walker's terrifying when he's attacking the rim.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Finney Smith passes to Hayes.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Pass to Halliburton, and stolen by Hayes. Here's Finney Smith. Out to Hachimura. From outside the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Outside Mathurin. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Now here's Halliburton. 4-3. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Now here's Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Driving inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, this is Mathurin at his best. Driving hard to the cup and finishing in style.
Pass to Hayes. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. James against Siakam. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he's still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few. And Bron with the block. Look, the shooters are...
Whoa! Wow! Real! That's what they came for.
Wow.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense. Now, that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. And so it's the Lakers with it. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Here's Doncic. Siakam pulls down the board.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And then Turner with the dunk.
With good range of motion, Turner flashes the ability to be an effective alley-oop option.
It's Doncic with a drive. Now here's Finney Smith. Walker covering. Nice shot by Finney Smith. Finney Smith's got 5 now.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
There's a screen by Turner. Here's Halliburton. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line.
That's his first.
That one on Doncic. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good. Halliburton. The Lakers trail. Doncic on the wing. Defended by Halliburton. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here they come with numbers in transition. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Screen by James. Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That will be a jump ball.
Here's Hachimura. Yet to see a basket. Got it.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Walker in at the 3. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. There's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
It's deflected. Here's Finney-Smith. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now here's Halliburton. He's got 14. Here's Halliburton knifing in. Got a piece of it. James deciding where to go with it. And he drives in, lays it up and in on a nice reverse. James has got 9.
He is just a bad man when he starts to drive. Once he gets that shoulder by the defender, look, it's over.
Turner, a screen on James. Halliburton goes. Rebounded by LeBron. Lakers trail by 3. Doncic passes to James. All right, Greg, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends. As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Out to Hachimura. Pass to Hayes. Goes up on the wing. Siakam pulls down the board.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Halliburton for 3. James with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist by James. Hachimura's got his 2nd basket.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's James. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity and a 3-point play. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. Los Angeles shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night. That free throw good from James.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Turner inside. He's defended by Hayes. Halliburton against James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Turner, a screen on James. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
James, outside. Excellent D there from Siakam.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Pass to Doncic from the arc. Doncic delivers from range.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And here's Turner from the arc. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 4th assist with that last one. Halliburton against Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. James outside. LeBron on the go. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. Halliburton with the ball. Hachimura covering. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. 3-pointer Mathurin. Rebound, the Lakers. Now the Lakers moving it up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Halliburton against James. Pass to Turner. The 3-ball. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got his 5th rebound in this one.
IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Here's Halliburton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Doncic. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the strike. Free throw good, Halliburton. And the Lakers with some changes. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Halliburton against Reeves. Here's Kleba. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Indiana ahead. They're up by. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the 3rd quarter here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got Maxi Kleba. He's out there with Alex Len. Connect is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. It's Reeves with the drive. The rebound by Shepard.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
The 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Kleba down low. Nesmith covering. Kleba down low. Here's Goodwin. No points so far. The shot, no good. Pacers leading by 6. Outside Nesmith. Fires the 3. And Reeves pulls it down. And for the Lakers, they're shooting it at 52%. Here's Connect. Nesmith covering. And that one's good. Connect.
You have to be careful against Connect inside. He'll turn you into a highlight.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game, and that one misses.
You gotta love this Connect kid. Started at a smaller Division I school, transferred up to play big-time college hoops, and now he's here.
Shepard, that's good.
The assist from
Lakers trail by 4. Outside Reeves. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. The rebound by Shepard. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pacers leading by 4. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And the shot goes in. Shepard's got 8 points.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
2 minutes remaining.
Has to connect.
2 minutes.
Oh, and Bryant with a block. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Reeves. Kicks it out to Bryant. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Shepard. He's covered by Reeves. And it's Shepard missing. Lakers trail by 6. Minute 32 left in the 3rd. Goodwin passes to Reeves. They get the rebound. Kleba outside. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Kleba's got his first points of the game.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Toppin, a screen on Reeves. Toppin outside. 59 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Shot clock at 6. And here's Bryant outside. Hits a 3-pointer. Bryant's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to connect. Back to Reeves. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Kicks it out to Bryant. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, the Lakers. 26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Lynn. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And now just a 2-point Indiana lead. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Right wing. Back to Reeves. For 3. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. Indiana ahead, leading.
All right, fans.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Lakers trail by 4. On the floor for Indiana. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton runs point with Matherin flanking him. And it's Walker in at the small forward position. James, solid as a rock from 20 feet out.
Look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Doncic. Doncic throws it down.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
Turner, a screen on James. Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. No good on the triple. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 2-point game. Doncic with the bucket.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
Halliburton outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Halliburton's got 22 points. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Doncic on the wing. And a foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Back to Doncic. James, a screen on Halliburton. Doncic passes to Hayes.
And the shooter had to have Turner's block numbers in his head. Miles is a rejection machine.
Halliburton outside. Doncic with a block. Hayes, the pass to Hachimura. James outside. Back to Hachimura. 5 to shoot. Out to James. And it's all from three-point range. For Indiana, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Another miss by Halliburton. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Another miss by Halliburton. The Lakers in the lead. James outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. James against Turner. James. Oh! Huge slam by LeBron.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 1:44 left in the fourth. 19-footer. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him for committing to his selection.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Halliburton.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
James outside. And there's the drive. Deflected.
Yeah, a long and lanky guard at 6'7". Matherin can be a problem defender in this league.
Halliburton surveys the floor. And Indiana misses again. The Lakers have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Turner, a screen on James. The kick out to Walker from outside the arc. Count it! And that one brings them within 1.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
James outside. Pass to Hayes. Mathurin against Hachimura. Hayes for three. Mathurin with a rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Siakam outside. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that ties this game up.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
James outside. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Second team.
Oh! Rips home the game-winning jam!
Oh, he wins the game on it.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and...
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
And Orlando starts out with the ball. Now the starting group for Orlando. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's Banchero in at the 3 slot.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
It's LeBron with the drive. And the dunk by James.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Here's Doncic. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Picked by Finney Smith. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Isaac.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
I love how under control Hachimura is. Able to push his way through the contact and score. Nice work.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. The 3-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic against Suggs. Doncic feeling it out. Over Suggs. Doncic, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Isaac. Back to Caldwell Pope, taken away by Hayes. For 3. And again, no good by the Lakers. Magic leading by 3. Here's Suggs. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
And here's James outside. Carter pulls it in. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Suggs against Doncic. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Banchero is screened for Suggs. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Lakers trail by 8. Here's Finney Smith. Hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 5.
I think that's one of his specialties, really. Finney Smith is out there to defend at a high level and knock down 3.
55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. And here is Los Angeles now. 8-point game. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Here's Suggs. He's got 7. Caldwell Pope with the screen on LeBron. Suggs dishes to Caldwell Pope. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Isaac. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 2 on the clock. Shoots over James. Great D that time from LeBron.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Doncic outside. Over Suggs. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. There's And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
We've got Doncic. He's out there with Hachimura. Then it's James. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history. That of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992. Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Here's Banchero. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
No one near James as he lets it go. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Banchero outside. On the wing, Isaac. To the wing right side. Suggs passes to Banchero. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Banchero's got his first basket.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league. Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 5. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Suggs passes to Carter. Beyond the arc. Nailed from 3-point land. Suggs has got 10 points.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season has really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
The three for Doncic. Finney-Smith. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. For the three. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Got a piece of it. Suggs with the steal. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Hayes. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 5. James looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with his three. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Inside, here's Caldwell Pope. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice job grinding through and earning the whistle. Caldwell Pope felt it coming and just pushed through it.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And here's Caldwell Pope. The shot by Carter. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Lentavious Caldwell Pope really making a difference here.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. They've got Franz Wagner, also Black out there, and it's Bitadze in at center. Reeves the pass to Goodwin. Five on the clock. Shot on the wing, and the shot goes in. Goodwin's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Lakers. Up top, Wagner. Puts up a deep three. Buries it from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 11.
And that was from way outside. Wagner's confidence really exceptional.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Now, Wagner. left to the wing. Batadze the pass to Wagner. Drops in the layup for two. Wagner's got 5 now.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
Reeves with it, working on Black. Len's shot is off. Orlando leading by 9. Wagner outside. The 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Black. He's defended by Reeves. They get the rebound, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
And Cleveland slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Reeves outside. Len a screen. Reeves into the lane. Orlando grabs the miss. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Black the pass to Batadze. Down low. What a terrific move that was. Batadze's got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando. Here's Reeves. Pass to Len. He tries for 3. The rebound by Batadze. Batadze's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's Wagner with the 3. And rebounded by Connect. Lakers have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. From deep, Reeves. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Magic leading by 12. Here's Black. Misses from short range. LA has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Goodwin feeling it out. And again, the Lakers no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Wagner a screen on Reeves. Black, no good. Connect with it. Still scoreless. Drives to the hoop. Cleveland with the bucket.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And so it's Orlando with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Look. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Doncic out there with LeBron James. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Hayes. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward spot. That's the Laker 5. The lead now in single digits.
You know, if Luka wants the 3-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Caldwell Pope against Doncic. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Lakers with the rebound. Outside, James. Suggs with the steal. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And another three for the Lakers.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Yes, that goes in.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
LeBron against Isaac. From outside the arc. LeBron can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. It's stolen by Banchero. Pass to Suggs from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Magic?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Lakers trail by 11. LeBron outside. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
5 to shoot. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Isaac.
On defense, Isaac uses his length well. The shooter really has a tough time escaping his presence.
2 minutes remain in this ball game.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Drills it from outside. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 14 now for Orlando. Doncic against Suggs. Doncic, no good. And it's Orlando's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. This one for 3. And there's Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside, James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jonathan Isaac. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Doncic against Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 16-point game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Magic.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Suggs.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now, here's Doncic. The tray. So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know.